Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for the anime Rooster Fighter Season 1 on Toonami. And I really enjoyed this, and I'm glad that Toonami was able to get this one. Granted, you can watch it on different kind of streaming services and stuff. I think Hulu, which is odd because you're like, alright, it's on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Toonami, HBO Max? Rights are fucking stupid, but Toonami was a great gateway for anime, and this was a very good one. Now, you have to understand what you're kind of getting into this. This is a stupid fucking thing, but it understands it's a stupid fucking thing and executes it very fucking well. It knows what it's doing. It's like the difference between, like, The Room and Velocipaster, where it's like, takes itself a little bit too seriously and doesn't completely, roll into it, so it's so bad it's good, but it's because it doesn't understand itself. And this, doing stupid ass crazy shit where we are following a rooster fighting demons and doing crazy insane power scaling shonen ass shit, and it just fucking works. I mean, it helps that, like, in the dub, Keiji, the main rooster that we follow, is voiced by Endeavor from My Hero Academia, and it fits so well. He's like, I'm a rooster. I do my own shit, man. Going around fucking, fucking ladies and shit like that. And the character dynamics, it just works. You're like, a fucking rooster anime? What the fuck is up with this? Now, that is a logical reaction. I get that. But I would still recommend this to anybody that's into, like, Dragon Ball shit, demon shit, like, fighting shows in general. It's just funny as shit and understands it, because the thing is, we see chickens going around fighting fucking demons, and we got people being like, that's a chicken, what the fuck is it doing? Like, and then we've got a chicken utilizing a smartphone to fucking talk to people. It's fucking great. Oh my god. So, he's pretty much a wandering rooster going around. His main objective, as we learned throughout this first season, is to find the demon that killed his sister, Sarah. Well, we don't know if she's dead, but we're pretty sure. We get this understanding of, like, this righteous egg kind of thing, the Goshikadori, these chickens, this line of chickens slash roosters that have this power and ability that they use to fight demons and shit, which we find out that the demons are like, fuck those motherfuckers, and upgrading certain demons up to devils, which are more powerful demons, to fight and destroy the Goshikadori. However, we see that the main one, towards the end, is trying to go with and take them out, the one that killed Sarah, the white demon with 4 horns, and using an underling that's going by, like, this mama kind of thing, fucking around and actually corrupting other demons to get them into devil status, as we get throughout the Hikari kind of thing going on here. So, it pretty much starts off kind of like getting us introduced to the world, understanding what's kind of going on with the demons, fucking Keiji being able to utilize his righteous egg that we don't know at this point, but, like, able to do this, pretty much this Kamehameha kind of blast from his mouth, the kakoi, and the thing is, the voice actors do the fucking chicken sounds. They commit, and it fucking, you don't just half-ass this shit. If you do, it would have been fucking 10 times worse. You fucking fully commit. You got them doing the clucking and go, and shit like that. It fucking, I just had a blast with this motherfucker. So, then we get into the whole character dynamics. He pretty much fights Pyoko, who is sad that her kind of caretaker gets turned into a demon, but he gets alright after they kind of, like, beat the shit out of it. And we still don't completely get what's going on with the demons, because we see these things popping out from humans and then either turning them or having them kind of inside of the demon at a certain kind of point, and you gotta hit their kind of weak spot to, like, make the demon go away. However, we find out that there are good demons too that aren't hurting people, that are just doing chill ass shit, introducing us to Morio as he is trying to pretty much just figure out what's kind of going on, because the dude, like, brought back the, like, he's like, I'm gonna live. It's like, all right, what's my purpose then? And then helping out this town as floods kind of going on, linking up with Keiji and the rest and becoming friends with him. He, of course, gets captured and controlled by the devils, but Keiji and the rest are able to save him and see what kind of goes on. That's actually a big important thing for Pyoko's arc, is it's going on. Her really getting into Keiji and pretty much wanting to be with him. Except it's a little kind of chick. It's like, what? Then we get Elizabeth, who was the jilted kind of lover because Keiji just fucked her and walked off. And she has parents, like human parents. Like, they didn't like fuck and like the chicken popped out. They just like had her and pampered her and everything. She gets fucking weaponry. She utilizes like this thunder baton. She gets a fucking sci-fi gun towards the end of this, which is just like, fuck it, do it. Kitchen sink, know what you do, motherfucker. Oh, God. And her trying to work and understand Keiji and how he kind of has a fucked up relationship with people because his father had him and Sarah with his mother and then left his mother and had another kid, Keisuke. Of course, we get that half-brother scenario and we find out that he was trained by the father as with the Ghost Shigadori, has his righteous egg awakened, but then it gets into another kind of awakening to help defeat the one devil. Keiji awakens his as well, but doing evidently some kind of awakening of ruin is what the devil woman is attempting to do. It's like, all right, a kind of darkness for what's going on with this. Like, all right, you got me. This is, of course, towards the end of the season as we're learning this. It's like, all right, how's this kind of going on? So we also get that Pyoko has gone in and is attempting to take out the kind of devil thing that is controlling Morio. However, she gets mortally wounded, but then gets possessed by something and fucking cracks the shit out of that motherfucker. And then comes out and all she's got, instead of being stabbed through, like from the tentacle, like a hole in her fucking chest, it's just a blood stain. It's like, what the fuck's up with that? Okay, nobody else knows that, so I'm fine with nobody acknowledging that. But it's like, interesting kind of power scaling and leveling system. We don't know exactly what's going on with Pyoko, but I really want to know. And it's just a good introduction to see what's kind of going on here. The fights are really great. The animation's pretty awesome. In regards to that, they do a good mix of 2D and 3D, where the 3D doesn't completely go out of nowhere and make it look completely shit. Most of the kind of good devil forms, devil and demon forms are in 3D, and it works well enough to where it doesn't look like, oh god, the 2D is like not interacting with the 3D whatsoever. It works. The animation studio that did this, yes, I'm alright with it. Now, where it comes down to is some of the humans look pretty much the same, but I mean, if you're going to put most of your focus on anything in this kind of anime, it's going to be on the devils, demons, and chickens, and what kind of goes on with that. Keiji looks awesome, especially when they go high detailed mode. So does Keisuke and Elizabeth. Pyoko's the one they kind of leave off for, but I mean, she's the kind of cutesy one, so cutesy kind of mascot kind of effect. So I kind of understand why you don't go hyper detailed, kind of realistic on that motherfucker. So, yeah. But the effects look really good. The Kokukyo works very well. Seeing the explosive chicken leg from Keisuke, very kind of cool. Keisuke, of course, has trouble with women because he wasn't strong enough to defend himself. One of the girl that he liked tried to defend him, and she got her ass beat, and he ran away, and he's interested in Elizabeth, but he hasn't gone anything for that yet at this point, so we'll see what kind of shakes out with this. I love that it's a crazy, stupid kind of thing, and I liked that it was on Toonami, one of the OGs that knows what they're kind of doing. Now, they of course have less and are trying to kind of build up their kind of original kind of things. I see that's what they were attempting to do with Fully Cooley. Of course, we got My Adventures with Superman popping back up, but I hope that this does well enough for them. That's like, yeah, try and get this kind of stuff. I know that it's probably that Toonami should probably shift into a more streaming kind of platform kind of rationale for it. However, it's the biggest kind of issue is the consolidation of what has happened with anime and the streaming rights and everything. I mean, Netflix is getting some interesting stuff. However, it's also because they have a deal with Sony and they're getting some other kind of things from Crunchyroll. So it's almost like you just wait long enough, you'll get a little bit of Crunchyroll kind of stuff. But then you kind of gotta have to hop over to Crunchyroll because for some fucking reason, they decided to make some kind of licensing deal where they only got season 3 of an anime. Why you would do that, I got no fucking clue. But It's not like I went to business school, man. I mean, it's like watching, like, you look at linear TV, and sometimes on a channel, it's like, you know what? We're going to do a movie marathon. All right, should we start at the first one? Fuck no. Let's start at the last one and work our way back. Are you okay, man? No, I'm working in linear TV. Yeah, I could kind of see that. However, I would recommend this if you're into fighting and are just like, okay, how do the fight scenes work out? I mean, you get like chicken kicks and everything like that. Not much on pecking at the moment. You kind of would have that a little bit with Pyoko, but if you're like, all right, this looks fucking stupid, I don't want to engage with it whatsoever, I get that. That's probably a logical reaction on the first go around. I am just like, all right, a fighting chicken. Give me 3 episodes and let's see what's going on. They got me at 1 and I'm like, yeah, let's crack this shit. Let's when you hear the voice actors doing the chicken noises, it's just it's either gonna be so absurd that you're like, fuck this shit, I'm out, or it gets you in and you're like, hey. And that was me. I giggled. So, I think I saw this on Hulu. If you have access to that. Oh yeah, it's pop-up. It says Hulu. You can kind of watch it through Disney Plus if you're connected with Hulu on that, which they need to fucking... It says Hulu and Disney Plus. However, I know that if it's mainly done on Hulu, you have to have the Hulu Disney Plus. I fucking hate talking about this shit, but here we fucking are, where you kind of have to unlock it or whatnot. So, if you got access to that kind of service, check it out, and if this sounds interesting to you. I like to see what's kind of going on. Elizabeth, of course, is getting more pining for Keiji and what kind of goes on with them. Since Keisuke is pretty much introduced later on, it's kind of on the kind of back end. It is kind of cool that they were able to kind of redeem the one kind of demon that was, the devil that was corrupted. Mainly, he turned into a demon because of all the stuff that his mother had done for him. And then she died trying to do everything, and it fucking broke his ass and turned him into a demon, and then was corrupted and everything on that. So it is cool to see them turning and, of course, doing the power of friendship to try and help out and help other people. I'm a big proponent of that, but I don't mind seeing an evil motherfucker getting their fucking consequences for doing evil motherfucker shit. Sometimes you just gotta crack that shit, and, of course, cracking the eggs and shit. And there's interesting and different kind of varied designs for the demons as well. Morio's pretty much kind of humanoid, but we got an octopus kind of one. We got one that's... They each kind of are themed a little bit towards the person as well. One being a salary car salesman kind of thing going on. One person being like a mother trying to find her child. Other dude, like this fucking dude that's flashing people going like... Woo! It's like... Fuck, man, okay. So, there's a lot of interesting, weird shit that kind of goes on with that, and I appreciate that kind of detail in this crazy, kooky anime. So, those are my opinions on the season. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.